Okay, so let's see what we have. So you are all in this hotel as of last time. I don't know if anyone wants to give the rundown of what happened last time that you recall, either from your character's point of view or overall, with the Sova school or anything.
I can go through my
more fun if you do it.
My report.
Sure.
Right.
Do it.
Where is session? All right. So we finished up at the Sova school. Got the two junkies tied up and punched. Or no, slammed into the bedpost. Right? Is that what we did? Is that what Woodsy did? Lost some teeth there. So that was good. Henry took a drone and did that and made it nice. We found a dog, and Gwen had an existential crisis about it.
Gwen found a dog.
Yeah.
The rest of us don't even know if this dog exists.
We don't. We're not sure. We also found a child named Sterling in a back room who we saved, and a gun, which we couldn't make work. And Henry got real mad because he was going to shoot a drone and he punched her. So there's lots of punching.
Right.
Punched me right in the ear.
Yeah, so we called the police and then we got out of there. And then mother and father made us dinner.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, you got through Sova school with, I guess, no fatalities, no significant injuries. Pretty kind of as by the book as it can be, I guess. In a good way. And yeah, came out of there with a couple of interesting toys. And so some of you have done some stuff in your downtime, which you're welcome to talk about with one another, or to just keep secret if you prefer. But that would probably be the first logical thing to happen. I'm going to say it's about like 8 or 9 p.m. On February 1st now. So this is still the day you all landed on Deneb and Hedden Colony. But it's like nighttime, and you've got a couple of plans of what you're doing next. But yeah, a couple of you have had other encounters and things, so we can pick it up there if you like. As you kind of regroup at this hotel.
Yeah, I don't... Lyndon was contacted by Mother. They found a couple of comms in the bedroom where the two people were, the two junkies were, and she said that, again, no one was answering and didn't want to come get them. So Lyndon offered to go get them, and she did. And Z went with her. So we picked them up, and then... we met somebody outside the pod transport system.
Jaredina.
Yeah, Lyndon had gone to look for the medical chart person previously by the spaceport and did not have success doing that, but saw someone there in a raincoat and saw the same person there. I'm just saying this. I'm just saying that this is what happened in the downtime. I don't necessarily think Lyndon's going to go into detail about it to anybody unless they ask, like, what have you been up to? But basically, that was the person looking for medical chart help. And so there's a couple things that could be done over at the hospital. If we wanted to go try and talk to the junkies there at the hospital, and then there's another thing that we could do over there, but that's just...
it sounds like something you would be excited to tell us about if you wanted us to help you at the hospital. So,
well, I think it would be tricky to get in there because it's all the hospitals are Novak cancer; they're not systems. So, getting in to go see people would probably not be as easy as we think. But Lyndon also knows that Z had other plans, so she probably wouldn't want to bother anybody with her plans when she knew someone else had things they wanted to do.
I mean, we still talked about it though. I think we had so it's in
the queue.
I mean, it's in Z's. It's in the queue, and it's in Z's mind at least.
Yeah, it just reminded me to bring up the Airtable. I'm like, I don't have enough tabs open.
I know.
Get my other tab.
My 10 tabs, and then roll 20, and then the Discord. Fun. Cool. And then Z was looking into the gun during the downtime.
Yeah, so I found out a bunch of stuff about that. Particularly, I'm going to bring up my my comms.
Okay.
And again, if it's a thing Z wouldn't tell everyone or bother everyone with, then not a thing you need to do.
No, I mean, I think people should, like, I don't know if Z would talk about it, but I think it's just fun to know for everyone to have the knowledge of.
Sure.
You know, secrets are only fun. So it's the gun itself is just made from different parts. So it kind of it's not cobbled together, kind of the way that Z originally described it, but it's well put together, but from several different parts from all over the place. It doesn't look like it's a plasma or laser weapon, but there's no real way to confirm it because we can't turn it on because the power source isn't there, or we don't know what powers it, so we can't really figure out a way to turn it on just yet.
It also has like a bio.
Oh yeah, biometric scanner on it. So it needs like either a thumbprint or some sort of scan from the person who built it to even activate it. Yeah, I think that's kind of the broad strokes.
Cool. And Henry was looking into the drone, I guess to make sure it could be stripped of weapons and turned into something differently useful. Did you have was there a specific thought with that, or did I forget any part of it, of what was happening during your day?
Henry's not stripping the drone, he's just piloting it around with him.
Oh, okay. So with weapons still attached?
He did not reactivate the weapons yet.
Okay, but they're still on there.
I thought he took them off.
I guess I knew you were deactivated them. I wasn't sure. You never said you took them off, but I wasn't sure if repurposing the drone into something else or just making it non-confrontational.
Yeah, he hasn't decided what to do with it yet.
All right. Fair enough. So the weapons are disabled, but it's a just little floating drone that follows you currently. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you a little drone token.
Yeah.
Meant to build before, but I can build it real fast now.
Cool.
And I think the plan is to go to the Elemental nightclub, yes? And while I'm building this drone, Z can tell people about that.
Yes. All right, so I'm sure most of you remember our little foray into the job board posting. I originally thought this could be like a quick one and done type thing, but it seems like some equipment went missing from this one club. Could be systems related. The one thing that I want to find out is whether or not it's weapons. I'm trying to, I got a bad feeling from this gun we picked up, especially because it's not tied to any manufacturer. I'm concerned that there might be either a weapon smuggling ring, something going on that my employers would not like if they found out about it. So I think maybe the next step to kind of confirming or denying that theory is to check out what's going on at Elemental. The bouncer said to come back when they were actually open, which would be about now. I don't know if it's a popular spot. It probably is. There's a lot of people here. Probably go there to blow up some stress. So just keep your eyes and ears open and don't let anybody get too close to you. Clubs are gross.
They are. It's this weird fantasy world where people can go to clubs.
That's right. Yeah.
This song is about me.
Club is disgusting, but not as bad as in real life.
Yeah. That's right. Cool. So I actually make sure, Lauren and John, you can move that little drone thing around, because I already had it built. So
I've got. Oh, here we go. Henry's drone. Whee! Yep.
Nice.
I don't see no drone.
no.
Oh, there it is.
It's a big map.
Zoomed in too far.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, and I have you guys on a different map then.
How big is the drone?
It's like, I would say, like volleyball size, something like that. Right.
Did you get a haircut, Matt, by the way?
Yes.
It looks good.
Thanks. It's shorter than I intended because it's a quarantine haircut. So
It'll grow out within a week.
yeah, we're learning how clippers work over here, and the first
Well,
two
still
or three
looks good.
attempts were great, and then this one was less great, but it's close enough. So thank you. It's very, very tight, but it'll, like you said, it'll be fine in a week.
Yeah.
I think you are the only ones who are going to see me for the next week, so, whatever.
Nice.
Enjoy. All right, cool. That works. You're on this hotel spot now, but I will move you from the hotel towards Elemental, and I will describe that. So if you... Oh, I'll put you here for a second. Sorry for all the jumping around. If you recall the overall colony sort of layout here, you came in at the spaceport down here at the bottom. You went up to the commercial district where you got your assignment delayed, and then you've kind of been over here in the Habitat Dome for the rest of the time since then, which is where the It's Okay hotel is. And now you are headed down this way, just sort of on the outskirts of the spaceport, where this nightclub is. So Z has been here before, so presumably Z would lead everyone there, and does seem to be like whatever the Terran Systems equivalent of Amazon and Google reviews. It has a lot of them, so and most of them are positive, so it's a very popular spot. And probably if they're negative ones, systems would delete those anyway. So because the future. So let me load that up. And I've actually changed the design of this since last time, so
Ooh.
we'll see how... I think I showed you this club briefly, but I'm like, it's not how I described it, so it's going to be different. Okay, oops, that's the same. Fine. On the far edge of the launch pad is a colorful beacon, perhaps some sort of bar. Sizzling holographic streamers dropping leaves, raindrops, and burning embers all at once onto the sidewalk across the street from the tarmac. As you enter, you discover it to have a nightclub element as well as a distinct forest theme in stark contrast to this lifeless world of cold winds and lava flows. Lots of stone, wood, and clay motifs in the art, and on stage in the holographic backdrops of wood nymphs blowing kisses, as well as in the design of the live dancers' dresses and outfits. The bar itself looks to be intricately carved from a single piece of wood, and the stools all resemble tree stumps. It also has a sizable wooden stairwell at its center, which wraps around an enormous, no doubt fake tree. The tree's branches reach up into a holographic cloud above, and you can see some semblance of a lightning storm. Down into the roots of the tree, the stairs descend as well, and from below emanates a fiery glow.
Ooh.
So you're basically looking at something like this. You can put yourselves on this anywhere you want. This is kind of the default appearance of the servers, the performers, that kind of thing. I'm just going to say this isn't quite exactly how the thing looks in my brain, but it's a map that existed, so we're using it. But yeah, all of the imagined tables and and tree stumps around and things, but it's very much fantasy-y forest kind of setup. And that gazebo-looking thing is basically the bar area, where you see this guy behind it. He is a sparker. He is about 9 feet tall and looks like an enormous rock man. And Z would recognize him from having talked to him through a tiny little screen several hours ago.
Oh, geez, there we go. Okay. Cool. Z is going to start approaching Varman, and I didn't really get a chance to do this before, but can I scan him as I'm approaching with my optics? I want to see if he has, like, any sort of criminal background or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say you can do that. Let's see what comes up. Give me... I need dice. Dice would be important to me.
What are we doing? What are we playing?
You need to. Hurry.
Okay. Yeah. Give me... how did we even say scanners work if you're just scanning someone?
Gives you key feedback on a target of your choice. Will tell you reputation, clearance, key stats, and vitals.
Okay.
I don't know. We didn't really talk about, like...
But it's a trait, right? So
thing. Yeah, it's a... Well, I have an augment. I have an eye retinal scanner.
Okay. I think those are kind of like automatic as far as I'm concerned. Like they work without having to roll. Same with traits and your 1 per day uses of things. Okay. So you scan him. It comes up as, and like probably the scan isn't that noticeable because there's lasers and weird things around anyway and like fog and stuff. So it just looks like another piece of the bizarre eclectic landscape here.
Actually, that's a sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's a good question. Like, what is it like visually? What does it look like if somebody has a retinal scanner? What does it look like when they're scanning someone? Are they just kind of squinting real hard at them, or like does like a feedback thing happen on their eye, or what?
Yeah, I would think at a minimum you can see, and I'm okay with you like kind of flavoring this. Generally, if you go through like a Peacekeeper scan point, there will be like an actual little laser grid thing that comes down to that's very visible and very tough to avoid.
Okay.
But if a person like if any of the characters like you guys are working for corporations, you're working for a munitions company, there's a likelihood they might try to disguise that to some degree. So you tell me what you want it to look like.
I think just for for the sake of fairness and fun, I think like instead of projecting a grid that like scans the target, like it kind of like have you seen those like cool live wallpapers on phones that kind of like ripple as you touch them? I would say like a grid ripples across the eye just to let people know that it's been activated. So if they're looking for it.
Yeah.
If they're looking at her directly, she's like, oh, she's doing a scan. But if they're not paying attention.
Okay. So yeah, I would say because you're not like engaged in direct conversation with Varman here, you're just kind of approaching, and I think that's probably your default, like walking into an unknown situation move.
Oh yeah.
But it can still scan his vitals from that far away. It can tell, and it comes up as Varman Corey. I will put his name in the thing. Sparker, male, 52 years old. Some probably minor criminal offenses, but like a long time ago. I would say in the last 20 years, probably not so much. He is listed as a citizen of Terran Systems. But you also know that this bar is very likely owned by Terran Systems, and he's probably a manager / proprietor type, but not necessarily the owner.
All right. So this guy obviously went clean at some point.
He seems to be
a long time ago.
Yeah, he has been in charge of this place for probably 5 to 10 years at least. And for that period of time, there's nothing weird on his record.
Cool. Cool. Or there might be tonight.
That said, the bar is very busy with people who are not represented on this map. And Varmin is, the bar kind of moves around between levels. So rather than there being a separate bartender on each level, it seems as though this guy is ultra efficient, having conversations with various people at the bar while he's making drinks, not slowing down either one to do that. And the bar itself kind of moves like a platform. So every minute or so, it will move from here sort of underground and then come back up, and then
oh, okay, cool.
To the next level, and he's like making drinks for all of them, so he'll come back down from the level above and drop a drink off that he made while he was up there, that kind of thing. So super efficient and clearly knows this as a system, and he is the only bartender there, but that's what he's doing currently. So he's not noticed you at all. You were the last thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
At least Z's objective right now is just to get to the bar. Is there any like specific spots like around here or here? Like, I wouldn't say empty, but kind of away from a big group of people, or no? Is everybody just kind of like shoulder to shoulder? Oh my God!
This guy. It's his clone.
It's fight. Get your gun out.
It's Colin Firth. Colin Firth's clones have escaped.
We can't understand any of them. Their accents are so thick.
Yeah. So millions of this guy.
Hell yes.
So I'll just say that this is the approximate layout of people around the bar. And, talking to one another, mostly talking to Varmin once in a while but he's like very good at like answering a question, making a joke, moving on to the next person.
All right. Well,
what happened?
Is it a tender and there's a bunch of them, or they're people and that's just the stand-in?
Yes, I should say those are people.
Okay.
I don't want to make 100 different people.
Gotcha.
So
they're all the cardboard cutouts like at the baseball stadium.
Well, no, I didn't know if like tenders or something. It was just
no, that's in this universe. That's an extremely valid question.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'd say you see tenders walking around too, just like serving and stuff. So all of you probably have a tender that you recognize, like a default visage for your tenders. Who serve you drinks at such places, and that is the one. So you see them walking around, and they've nodded and smiled and moved on at this point. But they're there if you need them. So,
is there anything equivalent to a concentration check, Matt?
I would say, well, I know there are some traits that do it. Yeah, focus.
Focus? I'm going to make a focus roll real quick.
Sure.
Okay, that's
the quickest path to the bar.
If anybody wants to make a perception check, they can. This is just for flavor. It's not really.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
I don't know what my perception is.
DC is 11.
All right. I'll say Varmin rolled a 16, but if he's involved in this, if this is just
this is just like this is something the party would notice.
Okay.
As I'm walking.
Cool. All right. There's Gwen's.
I got a 17 perception.
Y'all can tell that Z is like agitated by the tenders that are around her, and she's actively repressing something.
Cool.
Henry's also agitated by the people.
Yeah.
He takes the drone and he puts it under his shirt like a volleyball, and now the people are staring at him and it's making him even more uncomfortable.
I'm gonna say going into a bar with a drone with weapons on it is probably you've probably gotten some looks. So
God, that's funny.
that's good.
I'm attempting to approach the bar as well, near Z. Kind of, after noticing his or her her complaints or his or her. God damn it! Yeah, you know what I mean. Her agitation. Yeah.
Yeah, Z just kind of plops down at the bar, like
All right.
the closest she can get.
Yeah.
So I'll say Varman is like, finishes the drink he's making, turns towards you, like, and isn't really looking at you yet, but does like a, what are you having?
Wow. Let me have a, just a G&T.
Yeah, you got it. And he's like, still working, like he looked, and then he sort of does a double take, like he starts putting it together. He's like, oh, it's you. Wasn't sure.
Yeah,
like,
there.
Wasn't sure.
There it is. There. Oh, come on! You made it so enticing. I had to come back.
Well, glad you're thinking of it. And he looks around at everyone else. It's like, this is your team. Hey,
Yeah, I've got a crew.
Is it just Gwen there? Is Lyndon and Henry down on the?
Oh yeah, Lyndon's like meandering.
Okay.
Doesn't drink, so.
And
I say, Henry's looking like he's pregnant. Z nods her head towards Gwen and says, "Yeah, this is one of them. The rest of the crew is." She kind of turns around and looks, and she's like, "Well, they're out there. I got a crew."
Out there somewhere.
All right.
Two robot weirdos.
Aw, I love that show.
What is it?
Two robot weirdos.
That does sound like a good show. So yeah, while he's talking to you, he's like making 3 other drinks for 3 other people. So he'll keep ducking back away and whatever, and I'll skip that part as we're talking.
Okay.
But he's like,
I asked him if there are any good beers on Deneb. Any good breweries on Deneb I should know about.
he's like, sure, there's this one's popular with the tourists. He kind of looks at you.
Well, what other beers do you have?
And he just kind of touches the table and like flips a list at you that is just like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's like
I just put my finger to stop the scrolling, and then that's the beer I'm getting.
Oh, don't get that.
All right, I'll take the one above.
Z just like scrolls it so it keeps scrolling like infinitely and does the same exact thing and goes, "Get that one."
That. Sounds good. I'll take one of those.
Right. So he's like already had turned around to start pouring the first one, and then like gets a clean glass.
Oh, I'll drink
Oh, I was gonna say I would have drank them both. It's fine.
So while he's talking to you, he's like making your beer and your gin and tonic. It's like, all right. So, and he's talking to you closely enough that even though there's a lot of other people at the bar, it's a loud bar, and most people are having to shout to be heard by anyone. And this guy's just huge and has a booming voice, but is directing it straight to you. So,
Cool.
It seems like no one else seems to be paying attention to this conversation. It's like, all right, I need an issue handled, and I need an item recovered that was taken from me. It's a box of Riz gear. I forget how much I told you before. Also, I should specify, Riz being what VR is called in this universe.
okay.
It was basically the two, and Lauren can help explain this too, but basically the default VR that people go into is called Riz, and RIS. And if they are going into it just to enjoy or experience it from like an entertainment standpoint, that's what they're going into. If they're going into it as like a hacker or a router, to potential. They're basically going into the same system but using a backdoor to potentially mess with it, change things, modify programming. That is called Risk, and that is where you might encounter countermeasures or ICE that is trying to keep you out. And that would take whatever form the creator of that program has built to try to fight you off. So we'll deal with that if we get to that part of the mission that would require it. Probably Gwen knows something about this as sort of a hackery background. So if you have questions, you can ask them to me out of character, and your character probably knows the answers already. I just forgot to explain that part earlier, so I figured I'd go into it here.
Do Riz and Risk stand for anything?
Lauren?
Riz is reality in silico. So your brain is being put into a different place, and I can't remember what the C stands for. It's another Latin word.
I think it's claudes.
Yeah, it basically means like hurt or harm.
Yeah.
Damage, so that's you're putting your brain in danger basically by doing
Holy
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's cool.
That was all Lauren, everyone. That was
Fuck.
very cool.
So I assume in Riz, like you're safe from harm. Is that basically how it is? And then
Just having your brain put somewhere fun.
Yeah, so most people just use Riz. 99% of people just use Riz, but corps who are trying to protect their data are using a Risk system to hide traps and countermeasures and robots and things to kill you if you try to get at it. And that's what you need to get into if you're trying to access that data. So,
Okay.
yeah.
He says, well, you're in luck. I've got the best router here this side of the grid.
I roll my eye.
I'm talking about you.
And Varman
I'm
goes,
trying to talk. I'm your hype woman.
are you saying that out loud?
I'm not.
No. Varman's like, she doesn't seem too sure of that.
I think it's more on the terminology. I think that the way that phrase seems kind of.
We can claim she didn't say it quite like that.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly the way she said it.
That's right.
This side of
damn
the
it.
grid. All right. Fair enough. So, basically, the stuff is valuable. People can use it for any number of things. I was planning to just install some default Riz pods in the bar here because it's, commonly a thing people will go out and do as a group. But I've got sort of a new competitor in town, let's call him. It's a club called the Megacosm. They've had it in for me ever since they moved here 2 years ago, but they've really been stepping up their game to, take what we have, use it for.
Hang on,
their
are
own.
you telling me that you're the only club in this colony?
No, we're just the best one. And most clubs will start up and, do their own thing legitimately without stealing each other's equipment or poaching their staff or what have you. This one's a particular problem. So the gear I bought, Systems owns this place, but I felt it would help our clientele. So they're not reimbursing me for it, and this is coming out of my pocket if I can't get this stuff back.
Okay. So where's the gear?
Well, my best guess is it's somewhere in the Megacosm. They're probably using it. They probably heard what I was planning to do, and they're probably doing their own thing, but some kind of shadier system being set up over there. The manager of the Megacosm, Zorina, her name is, Zorina Greaves. She's the one who has it out for me.
Any particular reason why?
I don't know. They're from a smaller corp, an upstart. It's called Trial Diversified. I think they can make a play for a lot of this customer base from systems, and they just saw a big target and they're taking big swings, and I don't really appreciate it.
Cool.
I can see why.
So they set up in a space in the city outside of systems, so they didn't have to deal with like the non-competes that happen between our bars. So, you know, basically I'd be paying you to go in, get the Riz gear, bring it back. You don't have to do anything beyond that. I don't really care what happens to Zorina or her people. I just need the crate. But if you find anything else, you know, not quite on the level going on there, you know, do what you gotta do or just report it back to me. And I'll see if I can get systems to do something about it.
Okay.
Would we have any trouble just scoping this place out? You know, getting in there. I'm assuming this isn't kind of a private club or.
Oh no, they'll be happy.
Only
to
accept certain clientele. Yeah.
New customers. So by all means, go in there as yourselves and look around.
All right.
If you happen to see the gear, all the better. But I have a feeling they're not going to keep it right out in the open where customers could look at it until it's installed somewhere.
So this was recent then, if they haven't installed it yet.
Yeah, this was just last week.
All right.
So as far as I know, they don't have any kind of cyber system installed at all yet. So they're still figuring it out. But they're moving very quickly. They poached my top performer last week, too. So...
What was your performer's name? Maybe we can talk to him.
Their name is Isaac. And they were super popular with everybody. And since they disappeared, haven't heard anything except a really short comm message telling me to, you know, bugger off, I guess. So didn't seem like them at all. But something weird's going on there.
Interesting. They didn't tell you why they left? They just went?
Yeah.
Is this place on the level or what? Sounds like there's some pretty shady stuff going on with.
That's what I'd love to know. But right now, I just need that gear back. And, you know, if you happen to talk to any of the performers who have disappeared or taken jobs over there, then maybe they could fill you in on what's going on.
Got it. What exactly is, this is out of character, what is Isaac? Are they like Mai, a tender?
Isaac is a Mai and like ambigender, so I'll show you. He'll throw like a picture of Isaac at you, so that you can see what we're dealing with. Oopsies. There.
Like searching for a picture of Barbara Streisand.
Ooh, hello. Some straight up daddy energy right there.
Mommy Luddy.
That's right. So it's a very wow, my camera just got super orange. No idea.
High season.
Are you being abducted?
I don't know. Really weird.
Looks like a heat lamp just turned off.
It does. That's so weird.
Matt has the sun himself.
I have no idea. Anyway.
The light turned yellow. Stop light.
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
It's okay.
Anyway, it's orange now.
Yeah, I'll make mine orange.
There you go. Yeah, I like tried to mess with like making some kind of cyberpunky colors in here, except that all of these webcams are just like auto white balance. So if you make it anything besides white, it does something weird like that.
There you go, Josh.
Yeah, I got it all. It's all like clubby in here, but yeah,
Nice.
all the way. The balance does mess with it.
Yeah, it does.
It's like even something that's really dark blue to my eye looks super bright white, like to the camera, so I can't really use it in the background.
I know. I just want to set up like my real professional camera here and just run it in the USB. Anyway, back to Isaac. So yeah, Isaac is an axolotl splice. It's very extremely rare. Probably none of you have seen anything quite like that. So that's probably why Isaac would be a popular performer in this venue.
All right, cool. That's good. We got like a cyberpunk blue going on.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
All right. Uh-oh.
Froze.
There goes my camera.
You over.
See, everybody tries to do something and then.
Okay, here we go. All right. I'm back.
All right, great. And Gwen disappeared also.
Yep.
Looks like it.
I'm here.
Okay.
Trying to think if there's anything else I want to ask this guy. Okay.
Look, we're talking.
All right. So basically, what you're looking for here, we go to was it Megacosmo?
Like microcosm or macrocosm, but
Got it. Megacosm. I just wanted to make sure I was getting it right.
Yep.
So we head to Megacosm, locate your gear, bring it back.
That's all. That's all
Get-
you got to do officially.
Okay.
So, but if you find anything else weird, you know.
Got it. So so this is a pretty popular spot then. You said it's the best club in the area?
The elemental is. Yeah.
So you must hear a lot of things that come through here.
I would say so.
All right.
Looking for. And like while you're talking, the platform has like raised and lowered several times. So you've seen.
Hey, so
No, you guys are like on it, like the bar.
Is it,
okay.
okay, I was like, is it a big, just like
that's so
tube, like
fucking cool.
yeah.
I wish that existed.
Me too.
Well, you haven't heard anything, I don't know, about weapons smuggling or anything like that happening lately?
That's a good question. What has he heard? I'll say he kind of throws you a side glance while he's making drinks and is like, I try to keep my nose out of that stuff recently, so
Fair enough.
yeah.
Just, let's say Isaac just happens to make their way back here. Maybe you remember something.
That seems fair.
Okay. Cool. Pleasure doing business with you, Varman.
You too. And he turns away and continues serving all these other identical clones.
Fantastic. How do I zoom in? Is there a way for players to zoom in on tokens? Like the way you bring them up?
Oh, it should be Shift Z. I don't know if players can do it, or if you highlight a token and Shift Z, if it does anything or not. It might just be a DM thing.
Do your own.
Oh.
Yeah, I can, but that's fine.
Which token are
just
you
curious.
looking to in hand?
I wanted to look at Colin Firth real quick. But,
This guy.
oh, okay, there you go. Actually, I think that is an Asian man.
I believe so. You can also just zoom your map way, 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 way in, I think.
Oh, that's a very excellent point, Matt.
Yeah.
You can do that too. All right.
He's a space Asian.
All right. Lar, is Lyndon standing directly behind Z?
Yes, right now she is.
Okay,
I don't know if you guys, she's just been wandering like from person to person like during the whole conversation, and then like the last half of the conversation, she's just been standing around next to you guys.
so Z stands up and turns around and just goes, Jesus, hey! How long have you been there?
For about since we talked about Izek.
Okay, all right, you're up to speed then. Where's Henry?
Oh, Henry is out, I think, by the fake river.
Yeah, what is Henry doing during this?
Henry's just looking around nervously, and he's starting to shake.
Oh, okay. He's like,
yeah.
Let's get him out of here. This
Yeah.
doesn't seem like a good place for him to be.
Yes,
And
Lyndon agrees.
I chug my beer and then we head out.
Ready to go, Henry?
Yes.
Hey, buddy.
Yes.
Okay, we're leaving.
Henry
I don't
gives
like that either.
Henry gives Z a wide berth, and then he follows.
Cool. I'll also say while the platform was going up and down, you went down for a minute on the bar and you saw this other map that's to the bottom.
Oh, yeah, please show.
Just scroll down.
What?
So that's like what the big. It's designed to look like kind of not so much necessarily houses on fire, but like lava flows and things flowing in and out of the landscape, and people are just hanging out at tables there. So
This reminds me of that board game. What was it, like Fireball Island or something?
yeah, I can see
It's
that.
like the beginning of any
cool as hell.
JRPG.
Oh,
This is
there's
always
like,
the
there's like
first
fire
scene.
elementals down here we didn't get to see.
Yes. So right, there was like the dancers on the bottom floor look like this.
Oh, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Lyndon would have wandered over to every one of them.
Ooh. It does seem like a missed opportunity. We don't have this in real life. What was the upper? Is there an upper floor? What does that look like?
There are. Yeah, because you would talk to him for like 5 minutes, so the bar probably went up and down a bunch of times. Let's say.
Ooh.
I don't see it.
Can you
Where's it?
see
Oh,
these or no?
yeah, I can see
I
it now.
see.
Okay.
Good one, yeah.
The bottom one you see, or the or
The bottom one.
okay. Yeah, so that's level 3. Level 4 looks like that.
Ooh.
So
I'm into it.
the top floor has Skype,
Ooh, neat.
which are like the flying people, and the third floor is like water stuff. So Mai mostly.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
So anyway, not that that's plot important, but it's a thing that I built, so you have to look at it. And by built, I mean stole off the internet.
It's like not only did you create a new bar concept, but you created a new erotic website concept with all these different species.
That's right. So one day someone will buy something creative that I come up with. So I don't care if it's a weird bar or a show at this point. Whatever it is.
That's right.
Anyway.
Just make sure not to draw any comparisons to Rainforest Cafe.
Yes. Do they
Are you
have
guys
4
working on an amusement
floors?
park?
Yeah. All right. So you guys head out of the elemental, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool. And
So another bar that Henry's gonna not want to be in.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, so he says to Henry, like, Henry, we're headed to another club for a bit. Are you gonna be okay in there?
Yeah. I'll.
Also, did you? Hey,
Buddy.
also, did you eat anything earlier? Because we're concerned about you. You weren't
Oh,
up there.
Lyndon brought him a doggy bag.
Right.
Oh
The
yeah.
doggy bag.
Okay, just making sure you ate. You know.
Sometimes I do forget to eat.
Lyndon looks very proud of herself that she thought to bring Henry some food.
I'm curious, does Henry eat the food that Lyndon brought him?
Henry takes the food, and then he says, "Maybe I could just stay outside and eat this food."
Just holding it.
All right.
He's
Well,
like pushing it. He's like mushing it in his hands. Like,
I mean, we should case the joint first. So maybe that would be. Well, I mean, I guess that'd be okay if he hangs outside for a little bit.
Oh, I can watch the outside. I'll watch the outside real good.
All right, that works for me.
All right. I will put you guys here. You can start yourselves over on the left, where I'm pinging.
sorry, I missed it. Hold on.
That's all right. You can zoom
I'm
out.
trying to zoom appropriately here. All right.
Yeah, where Lyndon is.
Outside. With his drone.
So this bar, let me see what we got.
Oh, come on, come here.
It's so
So-
boring. There's no flames or rivers or anything.
So you follow the coordinates Varman gave you and take a transpod past the commercial district, surfacing in the Habitat Dome again. Not in a great neighborhood of it either. The building is easy to find, gaudy and luminescent amidst crumbling infrastructure surrounding it. The facade is entirely made of stone, laser etched to look like the place was carved from an asteroid. The small plaque outside the building reads Triol Diversified Services, but the bar has a larger sign that says Megacosm.
Got it.
Yeah, so this is what you enter, and it's like much more a normal looking kind of singular themed or minimally themed bar.
All right.
But very nice on the inside, despite the outside.
What's the crowd looking like?
I would say probably a quarter or so as densely populated as the Elemental. Like, you were shouldering through people at Elemental to get to the bar, and here
Right.
there's like, 1 to 2 people every couple of tables.
Cool. All right.
I'd make that same guy.
Man, Henry could probably, yeah. Henry could probably handle that.
You think does he like
Okay.
peek inside and he's like, that's okay?
What do these guys look like? Oh, these guys.
Come
Hang on. I'll get to them.
But then we'll walk next to him. That will make him feel better.
Let's see.
I'm gonna hang out here too. I'm gonna hang out with the crew.
Default customer.
That has to be the NPC for every customer.
I mean, at
No.
this point, why not? Right.
I imagine every ad, like for food or something, just has that same guy. He's like holding a burger in one ad, or like a drink in another ad.
Yeah, so there's plenty of room in here to like get around. Let's say that's about the scale of it in terms of customers right now. Yeah, so you come in, the first thing that you see is sort of this like coat check thing over here. Looking past it, you can see tables with a few customers, and you can see here we go, like a tender, kind of looks like this, serving drinks. And yeah, that's what you got right now. And you've got this person here behind the coat check area.
All right. I have a suggestion for a plan. If people are amenable to that,
Do tell.
I think divide and conquer would be helpful for the moment since we're kind of just gathering information. I'm gonna go, like, once we get past the code check, I'm gonna go here. Matt, I'm assuming this is like up here is like a bar-ish area,
Yes,
and I'm assuming this is another bar that's just closer to the stage.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty much all exactly as it appears, except I would say the stage is less like rock speakers and microphone and more like built for dancing and such.
Okay. Here's what I would like to propose. I'm going to head up here and talk with who's ever tending bar to see if I can find out anything about the new equipment. Gwen, if it's cool with you, I'd like you to go over here to this bar and see if you can find anything out about Isaac and like why that person left, if they're performing soon, if there's a chance we can talk with them. I don't want to group Henry and Lyndon together because I don't want it to be like, I don't know. I don't want to.
The weirdo robots.
What's that?
The weirdo robots.
No, it's just like I don't want to treat John's character like we have to like babysit him or whatever. I don't want to do that. I don't think that's fun.
Well, I think when you said split up, Henry just started wandering off anyway.
Okay, perfect. Lyndon, right. I'd like Lyndon to try and like interface with maybe one of the tender servers, to see if she can like, find out if there was any like, if there's anything we can like pin. Actually, you know what? See if you can find anything about Zarina, like about the owner of the club. If there's any like background information on her that we can use, whether or not the acquisition. I mean, like Varman said, these materials weren't legally obtained, but if there's a paper trail that maybe we can exploit, or just like anything you can find out about Zarina, I think that would be a good way to give, And you know what? I think it'd be great if Henry checked out some of the locals and what they think of this place compared to, well, I don't know if he feels comfortable with that, but,
Sure.
Hey, Henry, are you in line for the bathroom?
Actually, you know what? No. I was going to do this, but I think this will be cool. I'm going to ask Henry if he can check out in the bathroom if there's any vents or anything that looks accessible that might be able to get us to the back room.
Something droid-sized, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
To get
Henry
more
winks at it. Henry winks and walks to the
I love it when a plan comes together.
It's something you don't normally want to happen, but
Are we stopped at the coat check, Matt, by the way? I'm sorry. I know we're like moving 5,000 miles per hour here.
No, you can. You got to make a plan. That's what happens. I'll also say, as you're walking in and while you're making your plan, you get a comm that looks like Varman is calling you with one last piece of information, perhaps.
Oh, just to me, or?
Yeah, just you, because I think he only talked to you particularly. So, yeah, so Z's comm is
all right, I'll check it. You know what? I'll hang back. If he's calling, then I'll hang back for a sec before I head over to the main bar.
And your calls come in like people around you can hear them, right? They're not like internalized in any way.
No, yeah. So you know what? She would step by like the main door to kind of keep away from people. Okay. She like leans up against the wall and, puts her finger up to her ear to let people know that she's on a call.
Fair enough. All right. So Varman is still making drinks and still at the bar where he was, but he's talking to you while he's doing that.
Hey, buddy.
It's like, hey, I forgot to mention, I got no problem with Zorina, but you may want to watch out for her second in command. His name's Corvin Monod, and guy seems like a psychopath the 2 times I've ran into him. So
fucking Corvin. Is he a bouncer? Is he a bouncer? Like, what does he do?
He's just I don't know, assistant manager or co-manager or some shit, whatever it is, whatever job she gave him. But,
Can you give me a description?
He's like an integrated,
Shit.
like 40-ish male, kind of cadaverous. Just kind of
sounds like Henry.
Creepy dude.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for him. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah,
would have appreciated it a little bit earlier on, but
I can see you just got there. You'll figure it out, and then he shuts it out.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna pee real quick, but I will be.
Let's take a couple minutes. Anyway, all right, you guys are in this cyber bar thing in the future.
It's just a regular bar in the future, but it's
Right.
a cyber bar now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Excellent.
Good. So you have made a vague plan. Do we want to like roll up maybe an initiative and just, not that you're fighting anything, but just to see who's doing what in what order? I think that makes sense. Let's do it.
Sure.
I've been talking a lot, so I think other people should go first. I've been talking too much.
That's fine.
Your plan, dude,
I'll leave it to the dice, yeah.
lady.
I rolled a 12.
All right. I'm gonna,
Henry has a new sense of confidence. He's very touched that Z doesn't seem to be holding the punch to the ear against him.
oh, that's nice.
No, not at all. She's yeah.
All right. Whatever you roll, you can mark that in the turn
You
order
rolled
thing.
12.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Oh, hit enter when you do it.
Here we go. There you go. You rolled a 3 anyway.
Yeah.
You gotta talk before you.
Great. All right. So that's our order. Henry is indeed first. So, so what is Henry doing?
Henry walked to the bathroom.
All right. I'm glad this map at least makes enough sense that it's clear where the bathrooms are. Oh, yep, it's a bathroom. I'll say
The
there's
future bathroom.
yeah, future bathroom. There's a dude in that stall. But no one else currently in the bathroom. So what is Henry looking for?
He walks into this stall and then he's looking at the floor and the ceiling to see if he sees any vents.
Okay, give me a, I guess that's just perception.
All right, I have a +2 to perception.
I played Deus Ex. There's always a vent between the men's and the ladies' room.
8.
Okay. Yeah, there is a vent. I'll say it's right here. So it's not quite where you are, but it's like out this way.
Is it on the ceiling or the floor?
It's close to the ceiling, but on the wall.
All right. Is it big enough for the drone to fit in?
Yes, but you'll need to like unscrew it or disassemble it or something to get the.
All right.
in there.
I calm everyone this information.
Is the sorry, I was reading something. Is this in a stall?
It's like here.
It's outside the stall.
Okay. Z would ping back something like, if you can clear the bathroom, then go for it. But I wouldn't do it I wouldn't do anything if people are still in there.
And okay, I say 10-4.
I wasn't there when the bathroom plan was conceived, so I'm not exactly sure if this is just Henry being weird or just part of the plan.
Oh, sorry. The like Josh
No,
wasn't there or Gwen?
That's,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no.
Gwen's
Gwen
not
wasn't there.
Okay, all right.
Like Henry's
Excellent.
Henry's sending me information about the bathroom, and I think I'm not sure what to think about it.
Gwen's just like, yeah, this tracks.
I'm like, yeah, bathrooms have vents. What?
All right, cool. So let's move to Lyndon. What is Lyndon doing?
Lyndon is gonna walk up to one of the bartenders or servers,
Okay.
and greet them politely. And I'm
Greet you politely as well, being a tender.
so we're both tenders. I get to do this like tender thing all the time,
I know.
where I just
Tenders.
have conversations that aren't out loud, probably. Or we are having a conversation. It's very like, oh, how's the weather? Like, so boring. So, all right, Z wanted me to find out about the owner. So Lyndon might do something like, be like, oh, I've heard this is like a newer establishment. Can you give me any like background information on it? Like, I want to know all about like it just goes into like excruciating detail of like how that came to be and like why the owner wanted to have a bar and a nightclub here and like what were their dreams and aspirations. It's like,
oh my
really
God, I love it. Give it
trying
all.
to like get into why Zorina wanted to have a bar and who she is.
That's perfect, dude.
And if I need to roll for any of that, give me what I need to do.
Sure. Yeah, you can roll. Do you have? I forget if tenders have any specific ability for that sort of information extraction or not.
I was gonna say, can you just turn on like a drunk mode where like you're all like,
Drunk mode.
yeah, like if anyone reads questionable content, it's like that. The web comic.
Oh God, I haven't
No.
read that one in ages. Is that still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
No, I do have one, but it's for what an NPC might want, not what I can get out of an NPC. I've got lots of guile, so
Okay, you
And
do have lots
charisma,
of guile. So right, if you want to, use one of your charisma or guile things. That's up to whether you're trying to convince or manipulate or just rapport or diplomacy with them.
I guess I can. How about, well, maybe like I don't know. I guess I could do like performance,
Sure.
or yeah, all right, I'll do that.
Then performance.
A whole 13.
All right. It rolled pretty high, but so yeah, this tender basically says, sort of demurely, is like, oh, I don't know that much about Miss Greaves. I'm just just here doing the job required of me. But as far as I know, she opened this place about 2 years ago. It wasn't really a lot to look at, and she's been just upgrading it constantly. We always have new staff coming in. The turnout's pretty good, I think. Like, we're really getting a good number of people here these days. Our chefs are really the best. You don't need to try the food, but you should recommend to everyone else that they try the food. I don't know, stay for the shows and enjoy, I guess. I don't know what else to say particularly.
Lyndon kind of jumps on the like new performers and things and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, do you have you been seeking out new performers? Like, what is the big attraction to having them come here?" And she's kind of like, she's obviously wearing like Systems colors, so she's not gonna like hide the fact that she's not Systems. And she's like, "Because I know of another nightclub that's pretty popular, and if I would have to say that I would probably lean towards recommending, my school colors here. But what's so great about this place that you guys are attracting all the best talents."
And she says, "Well, obviously, you would have to recommend the Systems place. I wouldn't expect anything different, but I'm not sure. I know that some of our newer staff have come from a couple of other Systems establishments, so you'd probably want to talk to them directly or something to ask them why they chose it. That's not really any of my business. I just know they're here now, and everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. So."
And then our social just be like, "So when's the next show?"
Oh, probably any minute now.
Okay, so
Grab yourself a seat and and you get the
Anders off.
She probably doesn't know a lot more than that.
And Lyndon starts
Gwen.
wandering over to the stage.
What's Gwen up to?
All right, so I'm at the bar over here.
This is the dude on stage at the moment, by the way.
Ooh, look at this John Boyega, motherfucker.
I love finding these characters online.
Oh, that's super.
Like
I
all
love
the
that.
hottest weird sci-fi guys.
Yeah.
And lead.
What does my bartender look like here?
Oh, your bartender looks like this.
I thought it was Matthew McConaughey when I looked down. Nice.
Ah.
It's like a Final Fantasy 15 character. or something.
Probably. Like I haven't played any of those for like so many years. I think 7 was the last one I played. I'm sure all of these characters are from some game or some movie I've never seen or whatever.
Honestly, I haven't recognized a single one. So,
Yeah,
The only
no.
one we noticed was Jon Snow.
oh,
Yeah, one of them is like
Jon Snow.
Cyberpunk Jon Snow. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, but I'm sure there will be others. This very well could be from some JRPG somewhere that I'm not aware of. But he's a dude. He does not seem to be a regular, like a tender. He seems to be like probably organic. From what I know.
Probably.
He's not obviously a tender.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Because all tenders seem to be organic, but
Sorry, if he has BO, then he's not a tender.
yeah, that's a good way to tell. So he goes, "Hey, what can I get you?"
Hey, what's the favorite local brew?
And he throws you the list.
No. What would you recommend?
Oh, all right. You want something specific. You're asking a legit question.
Yeah.
I like this one behind me, and he like points to this one, like, golden stout something. I don't know beers that well.
I mean, that sounds interesting. I'll have to take it.
Great. He's like, that'll be 4 credits.
I'll just here keep my tab open.
I'm adding it to my very important stats.
That's great. Keep the
Price
tab
of
open.
beer.
Yeah, price of beer is
Pricey
right.
beer.
It's slightly cheaper than the coffee I got earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very reasonable beer in that case.
No, I can tell you that
Oh, your coffee.
from Lauren's list spreadsheet here, coffee was the same price.
All right.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
I drank my bad coffee, by the way, so I'm going to delete it out of my. I
I'll
forgot
also
about
say
that.
this place's prices are like half what they are at Elemental, probably. 'Cause,
Nice.
Less popular and, not systems.
All right.
See what
Yeah.
this guy is.
So hey, I used to go to Elemental all the time, but I heard that Isaac is performing here now. Is that true? Like, do you know what time they're going on?
Oh yeah, I'm not sure all of the performers' schedules, but Isaac's here. Definitely, they're pretty popular. I think they're part of the reason that this club's starting to pick up. But only been a week, so it might be too early to tell.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, Elemental's cool and all, but the drinks here are way cheaper, and I'll go wherever Isaac goes. I mean, it's kind of strange though. You think he'd make more money over at the Elemental, right?
Hey, probably any of us could make more money over at the Elemental, but we're here for the atmosphere.
Ah, okay. So is that why you don't work at the Elemental?
I mean, and he starts getting a little bit cagier about his responses.
Oh, come on. You can tell me. This is my new hangout now, man. This is great.
I think, I don't know. This place has treated me well, so, and he kind of looks behind him, and he's looking kind of not at the stage, but like down in, his eye line is like in this direction, so.
All right. Do I see anything interesting that way? I kind of glance over there.
You can tell he's probably, the only thing over there is either a couple of those customers, like all 4 of these customers would land in this eye line, and so would this door down here with a little keypad next to it.
So I brought a bunch of my friends today. We're here to check it out. They haven't been here yet, so. Any I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, any other performers that I should know about?
Yeah, and I don't have names for all the performers, so he'll just throw you a list of names that are, people that perform there. Yeah, the slate has, grown 2 or 3 new people in the last couple of months, so it's becoming, a good rotation, I think. It's doing well. I think you'll
Yeah, I heard.
enjoy it.
I thought the Elemental was supposed to get some VR setups going on in there, but I don't know. Apparently, they haven't got them installed yet. I'm not really sure what's going on with that.
All right, give me a deception roll. You've got a better thing that would be. It could be streetwise, useful, possibly, if you want.
They're all the same for me. Resourceful. Resourceful, yeah, whatever works. All right.
Yeah, let's get some rolls going, baby.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see what we got.
Everyone's doing their own deception.
Ah,
No?
it was almost a 17 or a 20, but it was a 6.
That's all right. He got a 4. So, yeah, you can tell he's getting uncomfortable. And he's like, I haven't heard anything about Riz gear, so
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't even know. I don't know. Maybe it's just something you guys should do.
I'm sure if it's something Zarina wants, it's something Zarina will install. But I don't make the business decisions. I just tend bar. But nice talking to you. And he kind of wanders.
Yeah, thanks.
Wanders within the bar area.
That's right. As far as he's allowed to.
Yes, he wanders in the typical NPC fashion in these 8 squares. So,
That's right. That's right.
cool. Let's go to Z. What's Z up to?
Z very it's an act, but very laboriously sits down at the bar and just goes, oh man. Woo!
And the tender turns around, and I don't know, what is... Okay, that's a good question. Lyndon and the tender wouldn't have any particular view of one another, but what does Z's default tender look like?
I will message you that.
Okay. Doesn't need to be right now, but...
Does this tender have a default?
Yeah, we can say so.
Okay, so you know what? I'll say this. I'll make a roll for it.
Okay. Because it's
But I
also
will
not
tell
a
you-
systems tender, it's like a... So I would say systems has a default tender, possibly, but if Z has a different tender for outside of system space or...
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, excellent. Then you can play that however you would like to.
Okay, you know what? I'll say, just for the sake of flavor, just because it's fun. The tender turns around, and it shimmers for a second, and it looks like it would turn into a male, but then it just kind of shimmers back to whatever its default appearance is.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, we'll say the default appearance is just what you're looking at here. So
Cool.
that's this thing. So she says, "Aw, tough day, honey."
Oh my god, you would not believe. Man, it is not easy being a peacekeeper.
Oh, that's what they say. Got the most dangerous jobs in the galaxy.
Oh, it's true. And it's just... after a really long shift, it's just nice to come to a place like this and just kick back, relax, and maybe get some entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why most people are here. Is there anything I can get you?
Oh, can you?
Flips you to the
I'll order whatever. Oh, I was gonna say if there's whatever bullshit house cocktail they have. I just
They've
order
got
that.
some annoying, twisty, galaxy looking thing. That
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Z orders that.
Great. Yeah.
So, and she kind of
6 credits, so
Oh, perfect. Yeah, sure. Oh man, 6 credits. Really upcharging around here.
Did I pay for both of my beers if they're deducting from my credits
You buy
here?
2 beers? Oh yeah, you did.
At the other bar, yeah.
That's true. You needed Varmin on your side too, so. I don't know if you deduct it. You deduct it. It's
Oh, whoops!
character.
I did not. I don't think I paid for my drink.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
I only. Wait, how much was the beer at the other place? You said it was like double the price.
I like all the beer math
12 credits.
because I didn't tell
No,
you.
8 to 12 credits at the other place.
Yeah.
I said everything was double, but I didn't tell you that at the time. So you can just say 4 each if you want for for those 2 beers.
No, systems charges. Come on.
They do. Yes, in your brain you
They
paid
want
twice
those
as much for the other one.
How much was the gin?
My my
It was 20 minutes.
it's fine. My boss was supposed to send me some credits at some point. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, Sova school wasn't a terribly lucrative mission.
Got dinner.
Right.
You did get food.
I have one of those credit skimmer things, transfer circuits, so I could probably get some credits that way at some point.
You do.
Ooh.
It's important to remember. If you find credits lying around anywhere, you can actually use them. So,
Hell yeah!
but
Dig it.
also, yeah. Okay, cool.
So then Z kind of like looks behind her and looks around a little bit as much as she can at the bar. She's like, "So this place is like, it's like pretty new, right?"
Yeah, 2 years or so.
Wow. You guys really are like young then. That's cool. You know, I mean, I haven't really been here that long, and it's just some systems job. You know how it is.
Oh, you're in town for the whatever this mission is they've called everyone.
Yeah, this big and crazy mission that they've got going on. You know, they need some extra muscle. That's why I'm here. You know.
Yeah, got a lot of people disappointed today that they didn't get to go out on that job. So, but it means more customers for us, people wandering in, you know. It's been a busy day.
He gives like a big exaggerated laugh. So like, I don't know. I like the vibe of this place. Like, because I looked at like the first night I got here, I had to relax a little bit, so I went over to Elemental, right? And it's cool and everything, but I don't know. It just felt like really touristy. Do you know what I mean? Like this place feels like it. Right? Yeah. Right. Like this place like feels like it caters to the customers. Do you know what I mean? Like you guys really have like kind of like a special connection with your clients. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we try, you know, everything we can do to make everyone just feel a little bit more at home here. Because, you know, we're on the edge out here. It's weird. It's like disconcerting for some people if they've come from some place with like, you know, plant life or animals to be on this weird different world and like
Oxygen.
Oh my god! You know, it's so funny that you say like you try to make it like home, because like back home, my friends and I, oh my god, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but we would spend hours in Riz machines, like hours. Like it's like I said, it's embarrassing. Do you guys have anything like that?
all right, that's good. Do a roll for that, like a deception.
Sure.
Or
Oh yeah, deception. Hell yeah.
yeah.
Guile.
All right, so that is a 10.
Okay. So she says,
Not great.
that's all right. She rolled a little higher, but she says, you know, we don't yet, but I hear it's something that the owner is really thinking of, is looking into. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got some soon. So check back, you know, in a few weeks or whatever.
But like how soon is soon?
Like, I mean, I don't know how, and she's like trying to imitate your behavior and personality also, because she's a tender.
Right.
You know, like, I don't know, I don't know how long it takes to install that kind of stuff. It's not really my specialty, but like probably a few weeks. I don't know where they're even gonna put it. I mean, look at this place. Where would you even put Riz gear in there?
Right.
So
you're like definitely waiting on something to come in. Like you're waiting, right?
And she, you can do like a lie detection if you'd like.
Yes. What would I?
I think that is under deception, maybe. Oh yeah, just do deception. So you're like trying to determine whether you are being deceived.
Oh, jeez. All right, that's a little bit like a 14. How's that work for you?
Okay, good. So she says, yeah, I don't really know. I think I've heard that they're planning to get some, and I don't think they have yet. I don't think that's arrived yet, but hopefully soon. And you are pretty confident that she's not lying to you, that that's as much as she knows about that.
Okay, I'm not trying to do like several rolls in a row because D&D
No,
and all.
that's fine. It's all different information.
Z is going to try and like change her tactic. So she looks around again. She goes, "Yeah, you're right. Like there really isn't like a whole lot of space here for it. Like where would you guys even like where do you guys where do you keep stuff? Like, do you have like a bathroom or something? Like where do you?"
That's pretty good. She says, "Oh, I don't know. I mean, we've got like storage and things. There's like, I mean, we've got like the kitchen's back there through that door, and like there's room behind like the coat check probably for a bunch of stuff. But
okay, so she pointed.
So she's
here?
pointing back here first, and then
Okay.
she's pointing like in this direction.
Okay.
She's like, and like everything has like space backstage and stuff. Like there's, that's why it's backstage. You just throw all the extra shit you don't want people to see, right? And then
Exactly.
Right, but you got to keep it clean out here. Like no one wants to look at that stuff. Just
Oh my god, no, that's so gross. Oh god, I hate it when I walk into places and there's just like wires hanging from the ceiling. It's so gross.
I know, totally. And she like walks over here to tend to this person. Because the other guy was like waving at her, like I need help at this point. So
Okay, excellent. Cool.
all right, Henry, what do we got?
Henry's in a battle of wills with this other dude in the back.
20 minutes.
Who's gonna
Let's say
leave?
this other dude is heading out, but you also had this dude outside who was like in line to get into the bathroom.
Like,
So-
what's going on in there?
Is Henry just in there like making loud grunting sounds?
God, that would be incredible.
That.
All right, so we'll say the dude leaves.
Oh man, I'm about to explode.
Can Henry like barricade the door or just lock it?
Yeah, you can try to barricade. Do you want to lock it? Let's see if there's.
I'll lock it if there is a lock on the door. There might not be.
Okay. That's a good question. I
So like
will
an
say-
engineering.
Yeah, I mean probably not for if there's a lock, but I just rolled to
Yeah.
see if there would be an accessible lock. And it came up as a natural 20. So we'll say yes.
Okay.
There is a lock right there. So you can deadbolt.
It's a natural lock.
So Henry locks the door and he unscrews the vent.
Okay. Cool. Do you have like a thingy that unscrews that? What does Henry use to unscrew things? Or does,
What does he use?
Let me see what I got.
Yeah, you're a scavenger, so you probably have.
I'm a scavenger. I'm a good scavenger. I have a.
Oh, you've been picking up.
I have the it'll have to do skill. If you can explain it, you can cobble together 3 random items you are carrying into makeshift armor.
Hell yeah.
Not armor, but I try to fasten my 4 my aluminum pole and scrap metal into a screwdriver.
All right, because you do have some scrap metal. Okay, I think scrap metal is a good way. We can say you take a piece of scrap metal and sort of wedge it into the pole, and you've got like a little makeshift flathead screwdriver that you can unscrew that with. So that's
I love
good.
it.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
You pull the vent off.
Now I'm gonna use my piloting skill to send the robot in there and hopefully not smack it against the vents really loudly.
Okay. So, and I forget, do you have the, like, controller? There was a controller for the robots, right? For the drones?
Yeah, I have a remote.
Great. So what that means is as the drone goes into the vent, you kind of get a little view screen of what the drone sees, and you've got a little controller where you can move it around.
Sweet.
So you can pilot this thing through a vent system.
Alright. So I calm everyone that I'm in the vents.
Z shoots back. Perfect. Excellent.
Okay. So going through vents.
Sorry. I also say, like, see if you can navigate to the backstage area, if you can.
Lyndon freezes and stops looking at people.
What? Why?
She just like looks off into the distance and does not make eye contact with anyone.
Is
Okay.
is something going on?
She just doesn't want anyone to know that she knows that something's happening.
She's so pure.
I know, it's so great. All right, so here's what I'll do for the vent system is you're going to get this weird little maze of things.
Oh, fancy.
You don't have a secret map?
Did you like think that this might happen? Or are you just doing this right now?
I'm doing this now.
Oh, fun.
It's just those are the walls, so you get to see the walls.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know you could like just take little pieces.
Here's the
here.
flaw in the plan is I might only see vent.
well, no, I just think pick a direction that you want to go in the vents, and I'll sort of if you get to one of the dead ends, I'll show you. Like we'll assume that each of these dead ends has a vent in it, and so if you get to the end of one of them, you can look through that vent.
I definitely went this way because I think that that's closest to the stage.
Okay.
I love D&D.
I know, this is cool. I did not anticipate a vent system at all, so we're making this up as we go, people.
You could have just been like, no vents.
That's so boring. You need to have vents. All right, so I will say that from there, you can see... here, give me a roll. Just roll like a d6 for me.
D6. Regular dice. There you go. 5.
Okay, so there is a vent in the south wall, and what you see is sort of a hallway that looks like that.
Alright, so I'm peering out the vent with the drone's camera. I can kind of see that.
Yeah, and you can see that dude standing there through
Who's
the
that?
phone camera. He looks like this.
Oh, he's my evil doppelganger.
Oh, shit. It's fucking...
Oh, that's the scary guy.
Yeah.
He looks like he could fuck some shit up.
So he
Yeah.
seems to be...
Corbin.
You guess that he probably matches the description of that. And he's like holding a little pad and like angrily scrolling through stuff on it. And shouting something that you can't make out from the distance you're at. So, but he's sort of pacing around in this area and occasionally shouting behind him.
What's his name again?
Corbin?
Corbin Monod.
Sorry.
Corbin
So
Monod?
I calm out that I think Corbin is backstage.
All right.
I listed him as an enemy. I don't even know if he is, but I did.
I asked, Z asks Henry just to check like the other vents, just to see if he can see anything else. So now that we have kind of a good eye on the backstage, sort of, if he can check out other rooms, maybe there's a storage room nearby.
Yeah, that's good. I'll give you one more corridor that you can reach the end of and look at. Any of these, yeah. Okay.
I think this one, maybe?
Yeah, I think that one. So from there, you see appears to be just a little currently empty storage room. Let me see if there is anything else to note of that you might be able to figure out from the vent. Yeah, no, it just looks like an empty little storage room. But you can tell it connects to the corridor right outside that you were just looking at.
Okay, so I relay that information, and I
All right,
I
cool.
just hang out in the bathroom.
All right, let's move
Thank
to
you, Henry.
All right, so Linda's very like nervously standing, like trying not to.
Is there a line at the bathroom now?
Yeah, probably. These people up here. And I'll say this tender comes up to Lyndon and is like, "Are you okay, honey?"
Oh, yes, I'm fine. And she like does not make eye contact with her at all.
Can
But-
I get you something?
Oh no. Actually, she says, and she like calms down and becomes tendery again. She's like, no, I was gonna go over and check out the show. I really wanted to talk to some of the performers here. I just been hearing such wonderful things, especially about Isaac. Everybody wants to know about them and why they're here now. And I've never seen a show. This is my first time on Deneb, so I just wanted to go check out the stage. I think if the show's gonna start.
Well, yeah, by all means, grab any of these seats. And she's pointing over here and pointing over here. It's like, I think the first performer's coming out any minute now.
Oh, and then so before she leaves, she's like, "Is there a time when you can actually like talk to them, or is it like just no questions or anything like that?"
I mean, most people, if they want to talk privately to one of the performers, they can like book that sort of appointment. But most people don't really want to talk to them so much. It's not really.
How about just like tell them what like. And Lyndon like gets what you're saying, and then she's like, "Oh right," and then she's like, "What? If you just want to like tell them they, just tell them they did like a really good job. Like, is there a second that I could catch them when they're leaving the stage? I just don't want to mess up the performance for other people that might be waiting to come on."
Oh, well, we do have like a very advanced tipping system. And she like will guide you over to this table and like point at it, and you can see like a display on the tabletop of like the performers' names and how much you want to tip them and like that kind of thing. And that's how most people like say thanks and show their appreciation for the dancers that they really like.
Okay.
The tender has no idea why you would want to talk to one of them. It doesn't make any sense at all.
It sure doesn't. Lyndon's not really sure why she wants to talk to them either. So she just says, "Thank you so much. I'm going to go get a table and wait for the person to come out."
Great, enjoy.
Runs away.
Let's go to Gwen. What's Gwen up to?
Okay, I'm gonna go over to this door, and I'm gonna knock on the door.
Just knocking on the door.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
I'm expecting an answer, like.
Where is it? Where's she?
At this door.
Right here. All right, so this door is locked. You can see like a security panel on this wall that basically says like meeting in progress on the readout.
Oh, okay.
All right. I knock again.
Oh my God, Josh. I cannot wait to see how this plays out.
You hear a voice from inside that just goes, "Hey, can't you read?"
I pound on the door.
All right.
Everything is going so well.
That's great.
She's just sitting with her hands folded, like, "Oh God."
The door opens a crack, and you see this person. That is clearly a peacekeeper wearing the yellow and black of Trial Diversified. That is like, Hey, meeting in progress. No guests.
Whoa, and I say, whoa, dude, Mr. Soldier Man, oh my God, wow.
He's about to put his hand on you and push you physically away from the door.
Wait. Isaac told me to come here. I owe him some money, man. I don't know, like, he just said come in, knock on the door. I don't know what door. I knocked on every door in here so far. Is this the door?
All right, give me another deception roll.
Love this. Fucking love this.
Oops.
Lyndon is staring in the back of Gwen's head, like sitting like poised, like ready to get up.
Ah, goddamn 5! Damn it!
It's all right. And if I haven't explained how rolls work, like sometimes you'll get lucky with the low rolls, just like sometimes you'll get unlucky with the high one because I'm rolling like against you for a lot of these. So if I roll lower than you, you're still okay. But in this case, you did do better than 5. But so he puts his hand on your shoulder, like not violently, but just like to make sure you're not sneaking into the room while he's turned the other way. And it's a pretty decent, like, you can't tell what species he is, but it's a firm grip. And he turns around behind him and goes, "Hey, someone says they're here to see Isaac." And you hear a woman's voice from off in the distance, like, "Tell him to get lost." And he turns around to you and is like, "I assume you heard that?"
And I say, "Hey, Isaac, I got your money."
And it's trying not to stand. Like she's like, "Oh my God!"
Sorry, I had to plug something in real quick. What'd I miss?
So yeah, basically there was a female voice telling Gwen to get lost from inside. That's all you
Right.
got.
And I said, "Hey, Isaac, I got your money."
And this peacekeeper pushes you back to here, moves to here.
Lyndon stands. She's like, "Okay, all right, like ready, like ready."
Closes the door behind him and is keeping you from that room.
Where am I at? Am I at the same spot?
Yeah, you moved one square away. He's standing where you were standing now.
Yeah, he's just like physically blocking you from.
And I'm like, I don't need to give people money, man. I'll keep the money. It's all good.
He's getting close to just like cartoonishly tossing you out of the bar.
I'll just buy drinks with it. All right, I'm gone.
All right.
And I walk away.
He waits till you're far enough away, keeps glaring at you.
I go to the bar. Yeah.
And walks back in here. That's good though. I like that.
Back down.
All right, but you have learned a thing from that, so
Yeah, so we can assume that maybe Zarina is in this room. So that's good. That was Josh. That was awesome, dude.
So good.
That was fucking awesome.
So good.
Yeah.
But between John doing the vent stuff and this is fucking great. I love this.
Loving this. This has gotten way more heisty than I expected, but I love it. Cool. All right, let's go to Z.
Okay, I've got a gambit that I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Z's gonna she's gonna walk back to the coat check area and pretend to be on a call.
Okay.
Who's at the coat check?
All right, you see this person at the coat check area.
Squirrel girl.
Squirrel girl.
Squirrel
Squirrel girl.
Yeah, it could be a squirrel. I said bobcat splice. I don't know what this is, but maybe something like that.
Cool.
She has, some kind of Eutherian splice. It might be a mix of things, and like a slightly gnarled arm from something. And she's kind of looking at like a pad. She's just sitting on a stool, like legs crossed, scrolling through a pad, and she has like an earpiece in of herself. She kind of looks up at you and to make sure you don't need anything from her, but then looks right back down, and you can hear some kind of like sports commentary playing from the pad.
Ooh, okay. Okay, no, I'm gonna go with my original idea. So Z kind of like pretends she's on a call, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the place seems cool, but like, I don't know. I think I might leave soon. Haven't really met anybody interesting." And then she like very obviously looks at the girl with the coat check and is like, "Actually, I don't know. There are some cute people here. I don't know. I'm still debating." Z is basically the idea is here. She's testing to see how this coat check girl reacts.
Okay.
And very like obviously like looks her up and down.
Yeah.
You know.
Do a charm roll. Because we have not done one of those yet.
Ooh, first charm roll. Oh man, Lyndon has all the allure. Not you.
Natural 1, and then technically it's a 0 because I have a -1.
Oh, you know charm.
No.
So.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
So she just doesn't react.
Yeah.
Well, we just had a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how that one
Okay,
went.
so Z's like, all right. So she's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm still like deciding though, and like starts making her way to the bathroom. And then as
Just
she
pile of dudes in the way.
Yeah,
like,
just pile of
a
dudes.
huge line for the men's room.
and she's like, excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, just real quick. Sorry. And goes into the ladies' room.
Okay.
She shoots a message to the crew, and we kind of talked about this. I'd like to test this if it's okay. This is kind of a new thing. It's more cosmetic than anything. I had this original idea that some of Z's augments were cosmetic, and if she wanted to, she could like zip up her jacket and change her face to look like a male.
Yeah, we did discuss that, and it hasn't come up yet. But
Okay, but so I'd like to try and. Okay, all right, cool. I just wanted to make sure. So she shoots a message to the rest of the crew, and it's like, "Hey guys, heads up! I'm changing genders real quick. Don't freak out." So she.
Linda does not react to this, as she can do the same thing.
So right. So Z heads into the bathroom or like into one of the stalls, and she kind of like I don't know if she has like a pocket mirror or something. She flicks her wrist, which creates a static charge, and she pushes her hair back. So instead of falling in front of her face, it's kind of like slicked back a little bit. It shimmers and changes to a pure white. The facial plates on her, head start to click and shift and whir, and her jaw becomes more square and widens a bit. Her brow lowers, and after a couple of seconds, she looks, for all intents and purposes, like a man now. Her vocal, like she has a vocal augment that drops her. Why can't I think of the word? The pitch. She drops her pitch.
Octave, yeah.
She like tests it out. And she's like, hey, hi, hey, how's it going? All right, cool, got it. And then she walks out and heads back to the coat check.
The pile of dudes look at you real weird coming out of the women's room.
He just goes, sup, and just like walks by.
I think they get the idea that they can just go in the ladies' room. Somebody want to go in there.
Yeah,
It's like, oh.
Oh, yes, it's just like, hey guys, there's like plenty of stalls in there.
He's like, yeah, buddy, watch the door for me.
Uh-huh.
And now they're lined up outside both.
Oh my god!
And somewhere, J.K. Rowling's having a freak out.
This actually happened to me at the last business conference I was at.
So Z approaches the I'm assuming this is like a little table.
Yeah, it's just
And he now leans over and kind of just waits for the coat check girl to pay attention to him.
all right. So because you're at the counter, she does come right over here, hops off her stool and gets down here. And it's like, hi there, can you take your coat? Puts her like thing down on the table, still broadcasting sports stuff.
Hey, name's Sevrang. What are you watching there?
Oh, it's just the big game that's coming up. It's happening tomorrow.
So these are the like this is the pre-show, like the pre-games that are happening right now.
Yeah, it's always a big deal when Northrend is in town. So it's like a 3-way grab ball game. It's going to be a big deal in the arena.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that was tomorrow. Fuck! I gotta text my dad. See, like my dad and I we're huge grab ball. Like we're grab ballers. That's what we do. That's the thing. Wow! I can't believe that's tomorrow. So who are you betting on?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I kind of have to. Yeah, I kind of have to root for the Threshers, but they're, it's just going to be a fun game to watch regardless. Really, I don't have like money riding on it or whatever. Most people place bets and stuff, but
no, I get that. I hear that.
Not really in my income bracket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
And
hey,
are
what's
you
your
like
name?
handing her your coat or no? She's still coat.
No. Like I think it's pretty. Like she probably knows she's being chatted up at this point.
Fair
Because
Yeah,
some of the illusion is ruined if Z takes off her jacket.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Parker.
Parker. I like that, Parker. It's a good name. You been here long? This is like a new place, right?
I don't know. I think it's been here a year or two, something like that. But I've only been here like 6 months, maybe. It's a pretty good gig, I guess.
Hey, man. Get to chill out in a cool bar area? Yeah, I can see that. I get that. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, exactly. There's worse jobs, Well, are you a peacekeeper?
Yeah. I
She looks super impressed by that.
Yeah, just I don't know. When I was younger, I just thought it was kind of my calling, kind of like felt like I had to protect people. You know what I mean?
And what? I don't recognize your colors. What corp are you with?
Munitions Nanotech. We're kind of dedicated to keeping the peace, weapons dealing, that kind of thing. But hey, don't worry, I'm just
She's
keeping
like
the peace.
She's like this. It's like, that sounds terrifying. Peacekeeping for a weapons corp?
I know. Look, it's a lot more. It sounds. The way it sounds, it's much more dramatic than it actually is. All we really do is. It's just like, hey, somebody's got to supply the Terran Systems armies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm sure you probably haven't ever worked with Trial at all, but.
Yeah, that's kind of like. Sorry, let me go back a little bit. I'm new here, if you couldn't tell. Munitions sent me here to kind of check out what's going on. The big job that's happening. So that's pretty much why I'm here. They needed some extra muscle. Here I am. So.
No, that's great. What brings you by this place?
I was just looking to blow off some steam. You know what I mean? Just, it's hard out there, and you don't really get a chance to talk to some of the better looking people. So this is a nice change of pace.
All right. Do one more charm roll.
Sure. Come on.
You should do performance roll.
All right. So technically, performance would even be better because I'm actually good at that. So for charm, it is a natural 20, but
nice.
Technically a 19 because I have a -1.
No,
so.
natural 20 is a natural 20. That counts. So, all right, great. So she is like super impressed and no longer paying any attention to her job, even remotely. So
Yeah. All right, cool. One more question. Keeping the peace is kind of my job, as it is in the name. So you haven't, I don't know, you're up front here, right? You haven't, seen anything interesting come through, have you?
what do you mean by interesting?
Look, I really shouldn't be talking about this, but Parker, I got to tell you, I feel like I can trust you. Do you get that? Do you feel that? I feel like we kind of connect right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. It's
No, definitely. What do you?
Well, I've heard some gear has been liberated from another company nearby. Just trying to get a bead on where it might be.
What
You know anything about that?
What kind of gear?
Of the virtual reality variety.
I mean,
Somebody might take a risk, if you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not sure. There's they don't really keep me in the loop on what all the deliveries are. I mean, I know there's a lot of equipment that comes in and out of here, but sometimes it's bar supplies, or sometimes it's something else to help the stage. I don't know. I'm not really that technical. I know they've got a whole thing downstairs that we're not allowed to even see really. So I just stay up here, and that's Serena's job and Corvin's job, and I let them do that.
Okay. All right. Hey, Parker. Thanks. It's been a big help talking to you.
Yeah, anytime.
When's your shift end?
Oh, I'm not off for 6 more hours, but I'm probably gonna need to take a break in a little bit. So,
All right. Maybe I'll swing by.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Do that.
And he taps the desk and walks back to the bathroom.
Cool. That's hilarious. Okay.
All bar patrons break into applause now.
Yeah, right. I haven't even read any of this text that's going on. It's awesome.
Well, I wasn't quite paying attention to the conversation, so we're in the same boat. No.
Excellent.
Where are the stairs?
All right, what's Henry up to?
I guess Henry's still piloting his drone.
Yeah, Henry can do that, and I would say that probably that vent system that Henry's in,
I've explored it.
That's kind of as far as it goes. I will say there's probably another vent here, and I'll say there's one here also. So you can look at both of those if you'd like to.
Did Henry aware of that Gwen was over here? Was he relayed that information?
Honestly, I didn't think to do that, but
I mean, you can all talk to each other as a part of your turns too, so you don't need to be isolated necessarily.
All right, I'll check out over here. Can the drone listen to, or can only view?
I'm gonna say you can just view.
Okay.
So it's just sort of a camera. The drone might be able to hear it, but there's no microphone.
Gotcha. Not a remote or anything.
Yeah.
All right. Henry sees if he can see anything over here.
Okay. From that vent, you can see. Oops, that's darkness, not light. There we go. You see this. So there are a lot of things there. So you see none of the people up here, and you kind of have to do a wide pan back and forth to get this whole view of the room. But let me give you what it looks like. the person sitting in the place of the most, like, you know, sort of surrounded, kind of holding court is this lady right here.
Hello.
So she seems to be in there with, it looks like some civilians, like possibly VIPs. They're all like kind of well-dressed people. A couple of peacekeepers. There are 2 peacekeepers in the room, kind of keeping to the walls, like you saw those before. And yeah, these are like just my default civilians. They don't look like that necessarily. One of them probably does.
I don't know, but I love them.
And then you've also got a couple of like performers in the room with them. There are like 3 performers.
That one's Seal.
Yeah, right.
Green room kind of thing.
Future Seal.
Like a green room kind of area.
Yeah, this is like a green room VIP area. This dancer is actually performing like for the small crowd that's here. This one is just kind of hanging off of Zarina a little bit. And this one down here is having like a private conversation with this civilian dude. And there's like drinks, there's like a private bar in here. So it seems like these are whoever, like, you know, funders, big shots, important people might be, seem to be in this room.
Okay. So I don't know that I found a lot of information that Gwen didn't already find, but just I confirm that she's in there. And I give them a rough head count of.
Yeah, so we probably shouldn't just bust in there.
Right, I think that's the most important information you got, is that would be a tough, a tough muscle move to make. But yeah, you've got some data there. So cool. And I'll say that if you look in the other vent, because it's right there anyway, and you may as well. You can see kind of a stairway going down.
Oh, okay.
Though it's not clear what it connects to that you are aware of.
Alright, so I relay that I found a staircase that's going down.
I go, fuck yeah.
All right. Lyndon.
Excellent.
Are there any performers around that Linda can talk to? Because those were her orders, and that's what she's probably just going to keep trying to do.
I will say that at this point, like, the guy that was on stage, Seal, he's backstage now. This lady's out there now, doing her thing. So, but like they're performing clearly on the stage for a group of people. They're not there necessarily wandering around to talk to you. And each performance seems to take like a few minutes.
If I wander towards backstage, will anybody stop me? Like if I just like hang out over here?
I ping. Can I ping Lyndon?
Sure.
Hey, Lynn, I just had an idea.
Lynn's very excited.
Can you actually meet up with me real quick? I'm by the bathrooms. And I just step off to the side here.
Do-do-do. Then hurries. Oh, I went the wrong way. Here we go.
So,
Seems very, very relieved to not have to try and talk to anybody that she can't.
I just had a thought. How easy is it for you to look like one of these servers?
Very easy.
Okay. Stick with me. What if? Sorry, I'm speaking in Z's way. What if? Let's have a thought exercise.
Do you still look like a man? Do I know who you are?
Ooh.
Oh, that's true. Has Lyndon seen this?
No, you would not have seen
You
this.
wouldn't be freaked out by that.
I wouldn't be freaked out by it, but I'm wondering, like, I think that would be even funnier if Linda just, like, walks up to you and is like, yes, like, doesn't.
Oh, yeah. Like, and actually, it's even funnier if Z doesn't even, like, think about it at first. What if you go somewhere secluded, maybe like the bathroom, change your visage to look like one of the servers, and then head backstage and see if you can find out where Isaac is?
Do we think Isaac is in danger? And like she says it very pointedly.
Well, Varman did say that something shady was going on why Isaac left. So, further thought experiment. Maybe Isaac is being coerced to perform here. Maybe Isaac owes money to somebody. I'm not really going to be able to know until we actually talk to them.
Do you think there is a threat to his life? Harm? Could he be being physically forced? And she's like trying to give you every like every possible.
And like Zia's like, let's say, well, I mean, we can't rule it out. I mean, you've seen the peacekeepers around here. That Corvin guy looks pretty scary, doesn't he?
And it's like processing, and she's like, that could be enough. And like she doesn't say that out loud, but like you kind of like see it like in her eyes, and she's like, okay.
Sound good?
Yes, I think that's something that I can accomplish.
Excellent. Okay. If anything, the minute something looks south, just leave. We'll just leave. We'll meet up outside, okay?
Sounds good.
Cool. And then Z goes back to pretending like
Lyndon very patiently waits in line.
just like oh, you know what? Perfect. I rolled an 18 deception. I want to use it.
Use this 18 on somebody.
Okay. Okay, guys, sorry. It's going to be further douche mode.
No, that's fine.
No, it's great.
Douche mode has been a highlight of the evening, man.
While you're talking.
Both yours and Josh's deceptions.
Yeah. That's right. They're called pickup artists, and they're well respected on YouTube.
Also, Gwen.
Do we need a distraction while she gets backstage?
Gwen.
I think I got something.
You know, like a good old fashioned bar fight or something.
Ooh.
Wait, why am I doing a perception?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
You're doing it.
All right.
GM said so.
That's right.
Come on. Yeah, 21.
Woo! So percent.
You have noticed from where you are that one of the dancers is walking around to individual tables now, like talking to people a little bit at a time.
Of course, as soon as Linda walks away, she could.
It's all right. This is going to work.
Wait, do I hit up? I'm hitting up the crowd, the group, and telling them that I see a dancer out on the floor.
I shoot back a quick message. Try and talk to them. See if they find anything about Isaac.
All right.
Good work. I love you. Sign.
That's right.
Heart emojis.
I was hoping you wanted to schmooze him, but yeah. All right. So.
All right, I'll wait for Gwen. You can still talk to him on your turn, Gwen, but I'll let Lyndon do whatever the thing is.
Real quick. Severang, who is my male form, leans over to Lyndon and goes, "Hey, do you have like a ditzy subroutine?"
Are you asking, can I change my personality to be quote unquote ditzy?
Yes.
Sure.
Excellent. Just roll with me, okay? Severang puts his arm around Lyndon and he goes, taps on the shoulder. "Hey, bro, what's the deal? Why are you guys going to the ladies' room?"
You're talking to the dude next to you?
Yeah, talking to the dude next to me.
Well, there's like someone, like the men's room's locked.
Fuck, really? Oh, fuck. Hey,
Lyndon giggles.
you been in line long? Have you been in line long?
Yeah, I mean, guys, someone's in there. They're taking fucking forever.
Hey, can you... Look, dude, I don't... this is the 18 deception, by the way. Wait, bro, before you go in, real quick, bro, come back. Bro, come back, real quick. Bro, come back. Bro.
Dude, bro.
What? This guy just walked out. He's like, what do you want?
Before the dude, like, look, man, I'm a peacekeeper and all. Like, I got to be shipped out in like 2 hours, man. Can me and my girl get in there real quick?
Lyndon throws her arms around Z's neck and just laughs.
Come on, man. I don't got much time.
In the ladies' room?
Yeah. Just like 15 minutes, man.
The dude closest to you is like, and the guy next to him is like, dude, I really gotta take a piss.
Dude, I know, but bro, come on. I'm like,
can you wait like 2 minutes?
It won't be 2 minutes, honey. I'm that good. Lyndon's like
come on, man. Do you see what I'm working with here? Come on.
All right, they all just kind of like shake their heads and like step to the side and
like
you go, Pat.
Sebrank's like, fuck yes, you guys are bros. You guys are fucking bros. I love you guys. And she like kind of drags Lyndon in.
And Lyndon blows kisses to everyone.
Excellent.
They're just shaking their heads.
Same routine as before. She shakes her wrist, puts her hair back to the way it normally is. Her face clicks back into her feminine shape, and her hair color turns back to the blue. She
then pounds on the wall a little bit, like while this is happening.
And Lynn, I'm assuming you can. Well, you do your thing. It's your turn.
It's not as exciting as Z's transformation, but I'm gonna say that assuming because I pinged another tender that I could borrow their visage if I wanted to. So that's just like a shimmer, and she if there's any size difference that would change, and in just moments and a little glimmer of light, she looks like one of the other tenders that are walking around. Ooh.
Let me see if I can make it one you can control.
I've got one last thing, and then
should Henry unlock the door, or is it just funnier if he just keeps it?
Oh no, it's way funnier. And trust me, this is gonna be great. It's way funnier if the door is locked.
All right, see if you can.
Oh, I can move it. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so Z storms out with this, and then says to Lyndon again, "Excellent work. One more thing, just roll with it, okay?"
Lyndon shrugs. Yes, let's go.
So she Z storms out, and it's like, oh my god, I cannot believe some fucking gross asshole is fucking his girlfriend in there. That's disgusting.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! And just storms past this way.
And those poor guys are like, I know, what the hell?
So gross. Okay.
They start like banging on both doors.
Lyndon, feeling like because she's using this visage and like needs to be a tender, like walks over to the bar and is like, "Can you check on the ladies' room, please? I think there's something going on in there." It's just like runs away.
To this bartender?
Yes.
Perfect. I love it. What the fuck am I gonna
Not the men's room, just the ladies' room.
This guy behind the bar, you can see him pull up his comm and like sort of log a complaint or like something.
All right, so as I'm gonna like real quick, I'm gonna just message the group and say like all of my objectives are pretty much done for now. And I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna tell everybody I'm hanging out at this table. So if they need anything, ping me immediately. And
right.
Laura, you can try and either have the. Sorry, I didn't mean to commandeer your turn.
No, it was great.
No, that was awesome. All right, let's say does Lyndon have anything else that Lyndon wants to do?
Well, I think like next chance I get, I would try and get backstage. So I can do that now or wait till my next turn.
Yeah, let's have Gwen go next.
All right. Yeah, I was going to say, I think if this is the bad neighborhood, probably a bunch of these dudes just went out to the side of the building, just pissed on it by now. So
Yeah, that's probably true, but I think there's like still a couple of patient dudes.
patient dudes.
I'll put two of them out here. But yeah.
So do I recognize this dancer as someone who's already been on stage?
Yes, this guy has
Okay.
been on stage already.
All right, I start to charm him. I say, "Hey, I've really loved your dancing and your singing, and I really love that handsome scar in your face. How did you get that?" Because he's Seal. That's what I'm thinking.
Got it. Well, I don't know Seal's entire backstory about how he got his scar, but the dancer will say, "Hey, if you like guys with scars, you know, I can maybe interest you in private experience."
Oh, I didn't know that was this kind of place.
It's whatever kind of place you want it to be, I think.
You know, what is the species of who's the person we're looking for? Isaac? Yeah. What species is Isaac?
It's
He's a mighty.
You know,
The answer isn't even a shore.
you know, I've always wanted to know what it was like to be with a. What is he? Is he like a Terran, like a human type person, or is like a?
Yeah, this guy is Terran. He's just
Terran?
cybernetic upgrades. Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to know what it was like to be with a Terran and a Mai at the same time.
I'm really sad Rachel is missing this. And he hears. All right, actually, give me another roll for that. Whether it's charm or deception, or depending on how genuine you're being.
I guess I'll do deception just because.
Yeah.
What did he get? Oh, 13. All right.
Cool. And he is like, looks a little bit uncomfortable, and is like, "Oh, are you talking about? Are you here for Isaac?"
Oh, I don't know. Is she a Mai?
Yeah. They're really popular. You know. And he seems to be like trying to feel you out for why that was the request, but seems like you've sort of stopped him in his tracks of what.
Well, you told me this place was any place you wanted it to be, so any place I wanted it to be, so I just figured I'd ask.
Yeah,
It's my ultimate fantasy, after all.
He says, "Yeah,
I mean, you know, I mean, I'd also, yeah, no, I don't want to go down that path. All right,
that's all right. Let me see.
you know, here we go. Like, you know, I came here to do it virtually. I heard that they had a setup here, but I guess not. So guys might have to do. I mean, I don't know if I can afford it, but.
He's like, yeah, all right. And he suddenly gets like performatively more comfortable. Like he's not, he's hiding, you know, he's kind of like wants you to play along basically, is the impression that you get from him. And he's like, yeah, for sure. We can come follow me.
All right. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. What's your name, sweetie?
He says, what is his name? Let's give him a name.
If Josh's character
His name is
fucks
Otter.
I will lose my mind.
Wait, what?
If you fuck this guy in this session, I will lose my mind.
I mean, I don't
Just
have
a
any
series
reason
of misunderstandings. Just like, oh well, okay.
Okay.
I guess it's happening.
Hi, Steph.
Oh, John says hi.
Hi, Steph. I miss you.
So does Anthony, and also Josh.
I don't.
Hello.
Here, I'll put the speaker on for a second. Everyone can say hi to Steph.
Hi, Steph. I'm gonna have sex with the singer known as Seal and a fish lady.
Oh, they're talking about this guy.
Oh, her reaction. Perfect.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, this is why I don't do this.
Guys, I just want to say real quick, I fucking needed this. This is doing wonders. Woo.
This is great.
I think I needed it too, Anthony. I didn't know.
This is great. And like not out of the world. I don't think
Yeah.
at all.
It all plays.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm glad everyone is enjoying this ridiculous mess that we've built here.
So good, dude.
So, all right, this guy says his name is
Fantasy name generator.
Yeah, really.
Fantasy name generator.
I mean, to be fair, I thought you were making all the other names up on the fly, but you pasted them in the chat really quickly, so.
no,
Lado,
most of the-
Lado. Lado.
Yes.
Lado.
Lado.
Says his name is Lado.
Lando, but
Lado.
Yes.
that kind of kills Gwen's buzz.
She's like, ew.
Ooh, and I say, okay, right, so he gives me the name, and I say, oh, Lado. Now that I think about it, it would be really awesome to have my friend join us. She's right over there. I can get her for you.
Fucking kidding me. This is incredible.
He says, well, I think I can...
Are you still a dude? Are you?
No, Z is female now.
She's transformed back. Okay. Okay.
Lado says, well, we're allowed to give dances to up to 2 people at a time, so that sounds good to me. Just bring your friend on over.
All right, honey. Hold on one second. And I come over to you and as quickly as I can, describe the situation.
He's just like, are you gonna fuck him? No, Gwen, seriously, are you gonna fuck this guy?
I don't know. I might.
Okay. Like, what do you need me? What do you need me to do? What do you?
I mean, like, should we just bag the mission? Just fuck the mission? Just
No, right? No, sorry. Okay, sorry. You're right. We're here. We're not. We have a mission. We got to get the job done. Okay.
It's just standing there like, oh no.
It's like 8 messages from Varmin.
I was kind of,
What are you guys doing over there?
Why- What?
Taking you a fucking long time. That's all I gotta say.
I just asked you to pick up a crate. I don't know why I sound like Mike from Breaking Bad.
No, I think that's how I described him in the Discord. It sounded
Oh
like
yeah,
Mike
you did.
from
Yeah,
Breaking Bad,
yeah.
so.
Mike Ehrmantraut.
That's right. So glad that stuck.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I kind of wanted you to be like, yeah, let's just fuck the mission, but you know, in my face. I'm not saying this. Like,
Right.
I'm like, all right,
I know. There'll be time.
let's
There's
go.
always time. There's always boys. Gwen,
Well, I don't.
like
I don't
see,
yeah.
put the hand on Gwen's shoulder. Gwen,
I'm a little over my, or you know,
This guy's
what's
like
the word, like
over to
out of my element. I'm a little out of my element right now, but yeah, let's just.
okay. You
do
bit
it.
off more than you can chew. It's fine. I'll walk you through it. It's really easy.
Hey, Lado. Yeah, this is my
Like,
friend.
oh my
over
god,
here.
is this him?
Yes.
And
Please
so-
introduce yourself.
So is Lyndon in the tender outfit or the tender visage?
Yes.
Other tenders.
So she's just kind of like, milling about, pretending like.
How many drinks does she serve so far?
It's 7. Like she's like going to the bar and like actually serving people, but then it's like always kind of comes back here. So she's like waiting for them to go there so she can just kind of like walk there.
So
Right.
Peacekeeper is now going up to towards the bathrooms to like figure out what's going on.
I don't know.
I said the women's bathroom.
Yeah, you did.
And
Also lines outside at both. So and the
Actually,
bartender
you know what?
Something.
Sorry, Matt. Do I clock that?
Yeah. It's pretty obvious. Like he came out of the big important room. So
Okay, so like I am like, oh my god, I'm like so ready for this. But like, give me like 2 seconds. I just want to run to the bathroom real quick.
all right.
Just go. Which back room are you guys going to? Hi, what's your name? Zato?
Lado.
It's Lado.
Oh, that is exotic. I love that. Which private room are you going back to?
Well, I kind of got to take everyone back there at once. So,
Oh,
if
you
you're
can make an
coming,
assumption.
you've
Just this
got-
once.
Corbin's not going to.
Oh, you know what? My friend really has to run to the ATM. He has to get some more credits from the ATM. So
All right, tell you what. Where?
The ATM. You all have credits in your comm, probably. But
the future ATM, yeah.
your ATM.
Oh, he has to make a quick credit wire transaction.
I'll be right back. I promise. And I kind of like keep a few steps behind the peacekeeper, like as he walks to the bathroom area.
All right.
I don't want Henry to be in danger.
Okay, and I will say that you can also, Gwen, clock Corbin now standing at the edge of this stage, kind of looking to see how this transaction goes. But,
Okay.
Also, I ping Henry and say like, maybe try and wrap up what you're doing. There's a peacekeeper heading to the women's bathroom. I don't think that they're going to go to the men's room, but there's a couple guys out there that might try and rat you out. So try and get your drone back and maybe lock the door or unlock the door.
Let's give Henry a turn.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything for a while.
All right.
Henry.
By the way, this is great. Like I'm like looking at maybe we can wrap this by 9, but let's get to a point where there's a few less balls in the air because it's getting...
Henry leaves the drone in the system, but he secures the vent back.
Okay.
Good
Cool.
call.
All right. So you've still got the remote on you, and you're taking it with you. Okay. Cool. Vent secure. People still pounding on door.
All right. He unlocks the door and he acts like he has been sick. And says, "Oh, sorry, guys. You might not want to go in there."
This guy doesn't care. He rushes in there, and the peacekeeper looks at you and it's like, You're not supposed to lock those.
And Henry sheepishly says, I didn't know it was locked.
And the peacekeeper just kind of shakes his head. Walks back over here to make sure the women's room is also unlocked. Which I suppose it is at this point, right?
Yeah, nobody locked it.
Yeah, okay. So these two guys are going here. Everything seems fine. Peacekeeper doesn't know what the problem is.
Because the peacekeeper, he doesn't care that those guys are using the ladies' room.
No, he saw like there was a chaos and a report of rooms being closed. So no.
Henry tries not to call attention to it, but he gives a little nod to Z, a little thank you nod as he walks to the bar.
I return that nod and head back to Zato. Sorry about that. Just had to check my credit balance real quick.
All right. If no one else needs this peacekeeper for anything, I'm putting him back in that room.
Nope.
Okay.
No, he can stay in there.
He opens the door, goes back in here.
He can get fucked.
And I will say Lado has been like trying to clock what is going on with all of this, but he's like leans in and he's like, you two are here to talk to Isaac, right?
Z drops her voice like, yeah.
Okay. And he looks over this way at Corvin and then looks back at you and pulls up like his comm with like the charge for the private room and kind of zeroes it out real fast, and like there's a spot for you both to put your thumbprint or your credit slot. But
Yeah.
all right, and then it's like payment received, private dance, and like he walks this way with you, and so the two of you have.
Lawrence don't want to clock how much private dance costs. I can.
Yeah, she does, actually.
Hey, how much was it before you zeroed it out?
Good question. Let's see. I'm just gonna make a couple of rolls here.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it normally is in like real actual life, so I have no basis of comparison.
At least $20, I would say.
Yeah, it's been a good 10 years since I've been to one, but $20 was the going rate.
All right. Well,
I mean, this is the cheapy establishment, so you know it's probably
a cheapy
good.
establishment. We can say 25 credits, something like that.
Right.
As we're walking away, I look over at Lyndon and I kind of give her a look and like jerk my head towards Corvin, kind of like, and the eyes are like, stay away from that dude if you can. Keep a wide berth from him.
Linda does not make a face that would let you know that she registers any of that, but she's kind of following. Like, she's going to start heading in the similar direction as you guys.
Okay.
She looks she just looks like any one of the other tenders that's walking around.
Got it. All right, cool.
And if you guys are heading this way, can I ping it? I can.
Yep.
That's where she's also going to head, and we'll just like act like she belongs there.
Okay.
All right.
All right, cool.
I will say, as you get here, this dude at the doorway looks at the three of you. Lado looks at him like, coming through, like a normal transaction, and and he gets out of the way, and you are backstage. I will show you this, and then I think this might be a good spot to call it for the day. Bloop. So he goes in here, and you can see a couple other people here, and Corvin's giving you the stink eye, but no, just because he has not made any other expression in the entire time you've been in. And I think that is a good stopping point, because it's probably a good way into recon. But really nicely done, everybody.
Excellent session, everybody. Fucking accolades all around.
Nicely done. Cool.
That was a ton of fun.
That was. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And Yeah, in terms of in terms of like downtime, I have no idea what one would do right here. You might be able to have a conversation, like a brief conversation among yourselves if you want, or talk to any of the people outside.
I think I'd like to have Lyndon in on this private area. I don't know if it's like, would that look suspicious if a server came in with us?
I was planning on
order some drinks.
Well, I was planning on like just like having a tray of drinks and just like walking back there, like she's not looking at anyone.
Cool.
Seem like
That's actually a really interesting idea because Corvin would stop more than 2 people from going back there. But if it looks like a drink order, you can probably get away with it. So I think that's a great way to do that little piece of it. So sure.
Yeah, you gotta get bottle service.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So
guys, we should rob a bank.
yeah, nicely done. And Henry's just hanging out at the bar.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So after he got
Henry's not going to be good at this charm and espionage.
I think it'll be funny when Rachel joins us and we're like, all right, here's where we are.
Okay.
Yeah. Start this from the top.
But he does still have a robot in the
Yes, in the vents.
in the ventilation system, so if he can just kind of get his remote going under a table or something.
Yeah.
It's true. The vents don't quite go, those vents don't reach this room, but you'll figure it out. There may be another vent system to use or something. So, but cool. I think we'll keep this open. And actually, you and the other group playing this are playing 2 very different sort of second missions here. So this is an entirely unexplored space that you're both in, which is cool.
That's cool.
it's cool, yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it. Any other questions or final wrap-up stuff?
No, I just got a lot to think about now.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured time to like plan questions and things like that too. So